Okay. Hello, everyone. Let me check my audio real quick. This is going to be a very fun stream. I'm really excited for this. I just gotta check to make sure my levels are alright, you know what I'm saying? Boom, the levels sound beautiful. Okay, everybody. So, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, alright? We're here, and we are going to be looking at an array of my childhood artworks, ranging from, like, my oldest artwork that I have of myself, my oldest artwork that I have, that I created, and also, you know, someone's, like, I'm going all over the place. We have drawings all the way from kindergarten to around middle school. This actually isn't that old. This is from like 2017, I think. But I just, come on, look at this. I had to start on this guy right here. For any of you, if you don't know, I had to do it to him. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. You know he had to do it to him. So, there's our first piece for the night. Bidders, please start placing your bids. Let me click on this so I can see the chat. Oh wait, it's right here. Never mind. Cool. But yeah, all right, moving on. So, I don't know if you know about me, but as you can see in the thumbnail, I'm wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog hat. And that's because I'm a huge fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I always have been. And you're about to see that, because this drawing I'm about to show here is from 4th or 5th grade, I think. But if any of you are familiar with Sonic and the Black Knight, check this boy out. There we go. This is Sonic with an epic sword. I'll bring it up a little bit. It's out of focus, but yeah, you can see here we've got this wonderful vista. This is a Nintendo Wii game. And now here's one thing, all right? When I drew this, it was for a drawing competition amongst my friends. On the playground, we literally were like, let's see who can draw the best Sonic. And I had a friend at the time where I drew this, and he saw this and said that I didn't win. And I was upset. And he thought I wasn't going to be his friend anymore, and he cried. So there's a story from my childhood. But I drew this, and I was so proud of it. And I think the one reason why he was hung up on me not winning is because I made Sonic's arms blue. That's a cardinal sin amongst the Sonic fan base. And, you know what? I don't blame him. I do think I remembered when I drew this, I thought the shoes looked really good because the perspective. And I was using, behind my green screen on my shelf, you can see I have a Sonic figure that I use the reference for this. So yeah, there's that, Sonic and the Black Knight. Here we go. These are a couple. So these ones, I cut them out and I used them to decorate my folder when I was in like 3rd grade, I think. So we have a couple here. Oh wait, should I like, maybe I should mirror this so you can see the text. Let's see. But yeah, so here, I'll put them all up. There's that one and that one. I don't know why I'm looking at the screen to organize these when I can literally just look right in front of me. But yes, obviously some more amazing Sonic the Hedgehog fan art. I'm going to go ahead and flip that. Oh, wait. I didn't think about the oh my gosh. All right, whatever. It's going to be reversed. But as you can see, this is Super Sonic. It's not the best depiction of Sonic. He's extremely skinny, and he has like really spindly legs and just weird proportions. Then we've got Shadow here. Now, come on, this is epic. Come on, I drew Shadow with a gun. I mean, I was super into the video game at the time, so yeah. It's also funny to me seeing like I still draw Sonic today, and like seeing how I went about doing it. And we have like this one up here, which is supposed to be Super Shadow, I guess, and he's doing like a, you know, a Kamehameha. But like it's weird because he has Sonic's shoes, but there's the Shadow like stripes, and his hair is straight. So I don't, who knows? That's an OC. That's my first OC. Then we've got this one, just a classic Sonic the Hedgehog, and It's reversed, but I wrote Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm gonna have to live with that. And we're probably gonna come up against a couple of those. Actually, I kind of had horrible spelling and grammar and writing as a child, so there might be a few more typos. Let's move on to some more Sonic artwork. Don't you guys love Sonic artwork? Okay. You know what? Here, check this out. We'll do the one from the thumbnail. I have a companion drawing to go with it. So, here's the one from the thumbnail. This is Sasuke, obviously. I remember I had a streak when I drew this one, and I drew the next one I'm about to show, and I was so proud of these. I was like, I am the best artist. And this is from, like I said, this has got to be elementary school age. I don't remember what year, but they're very old. I'm happy I still have a lot of these. So yeah, there's Sasuke. And then the follow-up, the sequel. This is in my sweet childhood folder right here. This one's drawn on line paper for some reason, but I remember thinking at the time this was the best drawing I had ever done. So here it is for all you Naruto fans out there. Boom, Kakashi. Check that out. Kakashi. Is that how you spell his name? Also, my A's are backwards. I told you guys I can't spell. That's not... You see how on the screen it's mirrored and they look right. Okay, I can't even defend that. But yes, I was super proud of this drawing when I did it. I just... Even looking at it now, I still like it a lot. I think the hair looks good. The coloring is obviously ridiculous. I didn't really understand the concept of, like, how colored pencils work, but hey, gets the job done. Now you got a drawing of Kakashi, and oh, it looks like I tried to draw something else on the back, but I scribbled it out. I can't tell what it is. All right, so there's my two Naruto drawings. This is another one, a masterpiece that I'm very proud of. Let me put this down here. Okay. Oh, I got a couple in here. Oh, I forgot about these ones. Okay, ooh, this is perfect. So look, check this one out, bro. Boom. Look at that. Supersonic, baby. This is some epic shit. I like the fire. And I remember being proud of those hands, because he's like, argh. But yes. The proportions on this are weird, obviously. The eye, I mean, he's got slanty eye syndrome. But come on. You can see I redrew the spikes. I think they look good here. Overall, I mean, as far as for like a kid, like, come on, this is pretty good. Not bad. Okay, this was something I was so proud of. I was like, I'm a fucking genius for coming up with this. You ready for it? This is my OC. Boom. Immediately off looking at this, you may think that this is Iron Man. And it's Sonic the Hedgehog in Iron Man's armor. Oh, look, this one has the date on it. It says Tom 8109. Dang, bro. This drawing is from 2009. Wow. That's epic. So yes, obviously you can see the perspective is perfect. You know, we've got the horizon in the background. But yeah, so this is Sonic in the armor from Ratchet Deadlocked. I don't know if many of you guys know of that game, but Ratchet Deadlocked was an old PS2 game. And this, in that game, Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank, he gets like this cool suit of armor. And I was obsessed with that game, so I was like, put Sonic in the armor. It looks sweet. His hands are two different sizes, but it's the thought that counts. And here we have a drawing another one I was very proud of. I remember a lot of the emotions I felt when I drew these, which is kind of cool. Boom. Sonic. This was around the time that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1, the mobile game or whatever, came out. And I think I based this off of something I saw on that, but it's got the spinning, you know, the Sonic sign, which he doesn't have a nose. But also, like, I'm noticing how I get all the features slightly wrong. Or I do them slightly differently each time. It's really funny. I have that problem today. I still, when I'm trying to draw Sonic, I still end up like doing it slightly differently every time. But this one's cool, you know? I was so proud of this. I was like, look at this, everyone look at this drawing. When I originally made it. I'm gonna speed through the Sonic one so we can move on. So we've got this one. He's saying, who stole my cookies? And Tails is at the bottom saying, sorry. Oh yeah, thank you, Deja. Shout out to Deja. She organized all these for me with sticky notes. So yeah, there's her beautiful handwriting. But yeah, Sonic is mad. Somebody stole his cookies. Beautiful. Another one. Boom. Sonic. This one is just weird. This is a weird ass drawing. Like, compare these two. It's basically the same pose, but one is just, he looks like a man in this one. Like, it looks like a human being in like a Sonic cosplay. I think it's because the way that the head and like how thick the limbs are. But hey, I was ambitious. I find myself, I'm just constantly drawing the heads of Sonic characters now instead of their full bodies. Okay, we've got this one. Not much to say here. I thought this was cool when I drew it. He's got the little ball and then it goes into the dash. A lot of erasing happened there. This bad boy. Boom! Super Shadow, yeah! Look at the stains and shit on this paper. This is also, what the fuck? This says anger sheet. You can't see that, but in the text, it's like someone wrote anger sheet on it and then erased it. And I used this paper to draw a shadow. Sweet. What's next? Oh, I was gonna make a comic based on Sonic the Hedgehog 4 once again. Look at this epic joke. Okay, I think I do need to, I'm gonna mirror this so you can read this, because I actually do have some comics that I wanted to show. So let me see real quick. Horizontal, there we go. Okay, boom, perfect. So, I drew this cool logo that I liked a lot, the Sonic comic #1. Also, I've never drawn a perfect circle in any of these. You notice how fucked up all the ring circles are? But yeah, so the first joke is that the title breaks into the comic and Sonic is like breaking the third wall and he says, "Why does this stupid title always have to cut in? Yeah, that's right. I'm yelling at you, writer." I was clever, as you can see. And also I wrote writer, W-R-I-G-H-T-E-R. This education system failed me from a young age. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this is the last of the Sonic drawings. As far as I know, there may be a couple more somewhere in here, but this one is from 2010. I did put the date on this one. Boom. Yes, this is epic. It says Sonic, think fast. I thought this looked so cool. I do actually think the Sonic text looks kind of sweet, actually. That's an interesting, like, I like the black and blue. We have Sonic running past a palm tree. Now this may be a reoccurring theme amongst my old drawings. I was the T-Man. I was the T-Man, baby, and I used to draw this logo all the time. May 31st. Wow, oh my God. We're almost exactly 12 years. Holy crap. That's awesome. So there you go. I made this when I was 10 years old. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to show off some stuff that I personally really like. This is a folder from my 4th hour science class in 7th grade, or 6th grade, actually. I think this was from 6th grade. So I was, what, 12? And this is what I did to my notebook. Every day I was in class, I was doing this on it. Boom. Look at this. It's a big collage. Actually, I'll open, well, there's stuff on the other side too, you see. It's full. So we'll go through this. We're going to check this out from top to bottom. So, we've got a drawing of a dragon that I didn't like. He's saying, "Hello, governor." So I wrote fail next to it. Then we have this face saying, "Oh no." It's like an emoji face, I guess. And then we have the, oh, here's the joke. Kool-Aid Man saying, "Oh yeah." Here's the, Now you know why this is from 2011 and 2012. There is a troll face. And the I forget the name of this one, but the one that's like, you know, don't screenshot that. But yeah, so then we got the Master Sword with the Triforce, Nyan Cat. I mean, come on, I'm drawing memes. This is what kind of kid I was. Now here's where we get into the roasting, okay? Some of my classmates, I would roast them with my drawings. So here we... Oh my god, I hope she doesn't see this. Sorry, I was a child. Don't look at that. Okay, but my boy Robert, I'll flame him, all right? I drew this disgusting person, and I put, I love Robert. And I said, that's Robert's wife. I said, this is Robert's dad over here, the buff guy. He's saying grr. I drew this weird creature with a box head. Oh, I drew a British cat with a top hat, and a guy's holding him saying epic. And there's Robert looking at his dad, and he's saying, no, daddy, no. There's Robert's mom, apparently. It's this monster, which I clearly drew to cover something up. This is just, I think somebody else may have drawn these stick figures. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see that. What's this? He's saying fa. Oh, I think this was a reference to something that happened in middle school. And these are people at a lunch table saying, whoa. There's the cool S, as you all know. And then the Skrillex logo, because I was a big dubstep head when I was in 6th grade. So there's that. That's pretty funny. Oh, I didn't mention this. I'm a fire in my laser. Bah! I used to draw these guys all the time. So many. Every worksheet I had these all over it. All right, now we're on the back. Okay, more roasting. So my boy Robert, we used to make this joke that he had a beautiful smile. So yes, these are some beautiful childhood memories. I'm happy to reminisce. You might recognize this. Oh, look! Actually, check this out. It says Austin, but it's not the Austin you think it is. It's another one. The other one, the doppelganger. But yeah, so he's fat and he's saying games. He loves video games. He's eating a piece of chicken, actually. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm horrible. I'm checking my phone. Okay, but yes, continue. So this is all me just roasting people. We've got a comic that's in reverse. See, I had to put an arrow up there because this is, it's like a manga, I guess. Sonic is running. He jumps and kicks Austin in the face. Not the Austin you think it is. Then I drew a card horribly, and there's Robert selling a car because he looks like a car salesman. We got Mount Beamin. If you know, you know. Boy with a beaming head. We got a dragon with a flaming sword. We got me saying whatever. And I'm looking at Austin in a box saying penny for the poor, and I'm like rich, I'm flexing on him. This is like that one meme where he's like, beat it, chick. And we got Batman saying derp. There's Aquaman, he's talking to a dolphin. Once again, Robert's dad destroying the earth. We had a meme, I think, about Robert's dad being super strong. Okay, let's go to the inside. Also Pac-Man and some demon up here. Move on to the inside. Okay, so this is just a cool little thing I wrote, says Tom. And we have a cat over here. Hello, governor. Would you like a spot of tea? Epic. Yes, beamin' top. Bro, do you remember we used to say that? Is that beamin' top? Anyway, here's a drawing I did of Chowder, which is extremely cursed. Look at that. That's fucking terrifying. Look at his face. He's seen horrible things. Also, look at how I drew the twisty fork and spoon. Like, they don't even cross over each other here. I was just doodling. Okay, what else we got? What is this? Why is this in here? Why is there a Pokemon trainer card in here? I don't know. This, on my other YouTube channel, I read this at our school DC trip. That's not artwork, but I thought it was cool. I still have it. Here we have a drawing of a dinosaur attends a fancy party. And this has 2012, and I signed it here because it was that good. Whoa, what is this on the back? Some sort of vampire character. Pretty cool. But yeah, I like this actually. Why was I obsessed with drawing characters with monocles and like drinks? Yes, indeed. Get it? Because they understand him, even though he's going rawr. Pretty epic. I like how I put the little button, like the cuff links on his tail. That's clever. What else we got? This one might be hateful. Oh my god. These folders always ripped apart. You know what? I'm surprised too. I think I cared about it so much just because I started drawing all over it. I think that's what made me take care of it better. Okay, you know what? I'm going to cover this and I'm going to show it to you. Okay. All right. So I love how I'm making all these like hit pieces and drawings, bro. I was like a political cartoonist for the middle school. Okay, so here we have Mega Man X shooting a person that I went to school with, and he's saying so-and-so is a bum with 3 exclamation marks that I drew normally, and I erased him and I drew like that. And he's saying, I know. And I have an arrow pointing out his bummy hairline because everybody was a bum back in the day. We were all bums. Yo, bummy hairline. Boy, where your hairline at? Yo, bummy at? That's the kind of stuff we would say. And this is from October 17th, 2012. I was evil. I was a menace. Watch this. Magic. So yeah, sorry for all the name drops. I'm directly name dropping people that I know in real life in these drawings, which is just beautiful. This isn't a drawing, but I feel like I can show this. This is a discipline referral form. Okay. And I was given after school detention, which I did not go to, and it was for abusive language to a peer. And if you can see here, this was the this is what it says. Tommy yelled out, quote, "Larry bro, fuck you man," end quote. Tommy has been warned about his profanity before. I sent him out in the hall and he proceeded to tell me that I was ruining his college career. Yeah, I think she did. I dropped out of college, so that must have been why, because I said fuck you in class. Okay, here we go. So this is another one I used to love doing these like big collage drawings. I actually think these are going to get older as we go back. I don't know what this is. What is this? I think I have stuff from my younger sister in here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we'll just close this. We have this one right here, which is a collage of a giant turtle. Oh, this is on the back of a... Yeah, this is an assignment I didn't do. They gave us whoa. But yeah, they gave us this and I didn't do it because it was extra, I'm pretty sure. So I just drew on the back of it, and I drew, of course, the sun in the corner. Basically, how I would do these is I would start one place and I would just draw a bunch of shit. So I just drew this turtle. He's flying over the city. There's a nuke going off. There's a tank. They're shooting him. The missile is like being launched back. Like it got shot out of the tank, bounced off the turtle, and is going towards that jet. The helicopter is shooting at the man piloting the turtle. There is 2 superheroes being killed. Oh no, this guy is parachuting in and he gets killed. And then this is a superhero saying derp. There's a mini nuke going off from this guy shooting a rocket launcher. That's pretty cool. I also like how the sun looks fucking scared. It's like, oh, what the hell? Okay, sweet. So there's that folder. Let's continue. What do you guys think? You like the artwork? Recreated. I was thinking about doing a stream where I try and recreate it. I don't know which one I would do though. There's a good few candidates. This could be, hey, speaking of, check this out. This was a character idea I had. I want you to look at this. Do you see this? Android. I did not know how to spell Android. That's pretty pathetic. React to the DC video. That could be a good video. If you think people would watch that, yeah, that'd be kind of funny. You know, just going through and commentating over it. I could do like a live commentary. That would be a good idea. But okay, so this character here is Android. And I remember being able to picture it in my head super clearly what he looked like, but this drawing probably doesn't represent it. It's basically just a robot with like a cool head. And he's in a diamond that has an A in it. And he's in space, obviously. And on the back is a drawing from my friend called Chicken Man. I like it. I like Chicken Man. This body is beautiful. I like the stitches. It's like his eyes are stitched on and his mouth is stitched closed. That's kind of scary. But yeah, there's Android. Maybe I could recreate this and make it into actual cool design, but who knows? Oh, here's another one. Look, look, look. I did a character sheet. You see? He's flying and he's uppercutting someone and they blew up and their head is right there. So he's got a spike ball in his fist. I remember drawing that spike ball. I'm thinking it looked really good. Also, his legs are so badly proportioned. I might have to... Everyone has a DC trip at their school, so it'd be relatable, and then you could do then and now make one of those nostalgic... That's a good idea, actually. I know, I need to start making TikToks out of some of these lives. I think that one would be good bait for it. I could be like, yo, I just did this, blah, blah, blah. Check it out. What? What is this? Fuck your lockdown? I didn't draw this. I definitely did not draw this one. I think this... Okay. This was a drawing I think my friend did. That was a reference to that movie Quarantine. Here's a drawing that was heavily referenced. This one I wasn't young. I'm pretty sure I drew this. I had this like light box thing where I could trace objects, and this is what I did. But yeah, I think I might have to recreate Android, and I'm gonna spell it the same way. No, this. Okay, check this shit out. Boom, Rayquaza. Hell yeah! Look at his face. He's like. This is Rayquaza with a couple extra chromosomes, a couple extra entries in the Pokédex, if you know what I'm saying. Why does he look like that? I don't know, but I love Rayquaza. Or is it Rayquaza? I don't know. Either way, Rayquaza sounds cooler. Now this. See, I need to retitle this stream. I don't know how to spell, because here we have General Grievous. Oh, wait. I just realized something. That Iron Man drawing, that drawing I showed before of Sonic and the Iron Man armor, that actually was Iron Man, and it wasn't the Ratchet Deadlocked armor, because I'm looking at the drawing now that I thought it was, and it's that. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just know I have an epic Sonic drawing coming up. But this is General Grievous. New Year's Eve 2009. Your boy was 9 years old. Damn, and I was drawing this. This is not bad. Now, I know this is directly copying a action figure of General Grievous that I had. I actually think it's still over there. But this is a sweet action figure. And the drawing, I think, honestly looks not bad. I think the hands and like lightsabers look a little fucked up, but the font is kind of cool. Maybe if I spelled it correctly, but I didn't look it up or anything. But I swear I feel like I can picture myself drawing this. So yes, but this is what I was talking about. This is Sonic in the Ratchet Deadlocked armor. The first one was Sonic in Iron Man armor. And wow. I think this looks badass, dude. A child drew this. It's still cool. I think I made the helmet design work really well on Sonic's body and like the proportions and stuff. Obviously, it's not perfect, you know, whatever. I could recreate this, but that would take so much effort. This drawing took me a long ass time when I did it as a kid, so probably not going to happen. Now this, what I'm about to show you, is the oldest artwork I have ever created. This artwork was created when I was 6 years old, okay? I was in kindergarten, and this is from art class. And we did this on a blue piece of construction paper. Boom. Ooh, look at that. First of all, it looks like it says Tom P. Thank you. I'm glad you think my Sonic Ratchet Deadlocked is badass. I love Ratchet Deadlocked. That game is so good. But yeah, this right here is me learning to draw. And this is an ocean scene where somehow, like, I don't know what these black objects are. I don't know what that is. This is maybe the sun. But, so we've got the water level here. And what I did was I drew the boat in white, and then I colored on top of it. And then I drew a fish here, and a seahorse, and a lionfish, I think. A turtle. There's another seahorse, which I think the face on that actually looks kind of good. Look at that. I forgot I could do this. Oh, a mixtape cut. You know what? You put some extra shit on here, that could be sweet. I forgot I can also... I'm in the drawing, look. Look at that detail right there. Isn't the head on this sweet? I could be a weatherman. If you look up to the... How far can I go? Right there. Boom. Look at that. I think these S's are supposed to be water. Okay. Ooh, yes. More young art. Very, very young artwork. I took all of these out of an old thing I did in kindergarten. So this is more kindergarten artwork. And we're going to see more of my horrible spelling. So, we have the day when I met the Ninja Turtles. Guys, can you spare me? Can you spare me the embarrassment from my horrible spelling? Look at me. I'm wearing etnies. Do you see that? I'm wearing etnies, okay? This detail may not be visible to you. I don't want to unfocus my camera, but you can... Maybe I'll hold it up to this one. Nope, that's not going to work. There is an M on that shoe because I used to wear etnies because I was a skater boy. Okay, I grew up in a skater family. But I was also obsessed with the Ninja Turtles, which that could have been sus if I didn't spell it right. But so we got Leo, Raph, Don, Mikey. I like how they all have slightly subtle different expressions. So look, Leo, he has a straight face and he's frowning slightly because he's the leader and he takes shit serious. Then we have Donatello, or Raph, excuse me, and Raphael is he's the angry one. He's the wild card, so he's going, he's grimacing. Then we have Donatello. He's cool and collected, you know, but he's not off the wall. So he's got a slight smirk. And then we have Mikey. He's like, he looks kind of evil there, but he just wants to have fun. And there's me, and I'm like, I look like Morty or something. This is really funny. Okay. So, what does it say? Bye, Tom. Amazing. That's great. I think I was going to draw like a whole story of when I met the Ninja Turtles. What do we got here? Darth Maul as a Lego. Pretty sweet. Then we have this short little... This is another drawing kind of like the turtle one where it was meant to be... If you know about these... They're these old Flash animations of like a stick figure and they're just like fighting a wall. And it's just like a bunch of crazy references to like video games and movies and martial arts and all this crap. And so I was trying to draw something like that where it's a bunch of different floors of like a building and you're seeing it from like a, you know, like a split view. So imagine this is like the top floor, middle floor, you know, and they're all fighting on different floors. So we have two Jedis fighting normally, one guy killing another guy with a lightsaber. These guys fighting on the stairs, which, look at these stairs, beautiful. You know, I have the high ground. This is a guy fighting a guy with a blaster. And then we have a big buff guy with a little lightsaber, and then a really tiny guy with a big lightsaber. Pretty cool. Great concept. This one doesn't have a date on it, but check me out. So can you imagine the kid from the thumbnail is the same exact kid who drew this? This is such an amazing piece, okay? We've got me front and center with my Sonic hat on, with Epic sunglasses on, with the T-Man logo on my shirt, okay? I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing etnies. I am riding a ripstick. A fucking ripstick, okay? Who do you know out here riding a ripstick? Me. And this is actually an accurate depiction of the front of my house. So this is supposed to be me on the street, and I'm riding my ripstick in front of my house like I used to do. So we have the swing here, and there's a window behind the swing. We have the basketball hoop, which this is my backyard back here, and then the front door. Beautiful. I love this drawing. This is a good wallpaper. You know what? This is the one. This is the one I'm gonna redraw. And I think I could change the background to be something different, like maybe my my balcony. Oh, that would be a good idea. Look, picture this, right? Same framing, me doing two thumbs up, or two thumbs up. I'm an idiot. 2 peace signs, and I'm standing on my balcony, and it's in my apartment. I think that would be cool. Oh yeah, also check it out, Sonic on the back. Epic. Here's something that's from more when I was a teenager, but I was just I was getting into graffiti, so I drew a bunch of like tags. I think these are kind of sweet. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've always been obsessed with skeletons. So these are a bunch of cool little, like, I was trying to learn how to do graffiti basically. I like these little guys, the little shapes. I think the rip with the skeleton popping over, that's cool. I like that. I'm impressed with myself. Some of these aren't that old, so I don't know if I should even show them. Like, I did this character sheet, check this out, of like a knight character. It was based off of a design that I saw in this animation. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I like him. He's got long, lanky arms, and he looks dorky, and he's like, duh, what? Yeah, you know what? I actually like this. I might have to revisit this character. Look at this. This is cool. And I also don't really know why I crossed this out. I think the front-facing thing looks good. I like the cloak. He can look cool. All the different hands. He's fighting a mimic. He's got a scythe, different weaponry. There's a skeleton design to match this art style. This is cool. I like this. There's him with a gun. There's a man smoking a blunt, I guess. That's cool. I like that. Oh, okay, wait, I have to show this. Check this out. This is in the same drawing session I drew this. Praying Mantis. Got him. Got him. Also, I drew that. Look, oh, it's him. Skelly boy. What the fuck? This is supposed to look like Dark Souls, you see. Got the Estus. Got the broken sword. There's the health bar up there. Obviously, I'm in the Sunlight Covenant. So yeah, that's not that old. Okay, here. All right. This is when it's going to get fun. All right. These are the comics. Oh gosh, these are some strong ass sticky notes. Okay. This is actually a really cool inspiration. I used to really like this Flash game. It was called Exit Path. And it was basically just like this platformer where, you know, each room was like a different little challenge, you know. You have to get to the end. It's like Super Meat Boy or something like that. But I was obsessed with this because of the artwork and because of the story. It had like this weird story where like you were part of a game show and you're like breaking out of it, and I just thought that was so cool. So I tried to draw a comic, and I wanted all the panels to have like layouts like the level, and you could see the guy going through it. And you'll see my inspiration because me and my friends used to do a lot of drawings of like these big rooms. They're basically obstacle courses, and you use your finger and follow the obstacle course. I'll get to that. So this, I'm Jack. One day, well, I just kind of showed up. Attention, contestant. You are in a surveying chamber. If you survive, you are free. That was weird. Look at this epic character. What? What the heck? That was weird. Also, this is like an epilogue. You see, he's looking at it and he's saying, "Oh boy." This is what I was leading to. Here we go. Boom. This is Sonic and Mario in the Battle of the Fans. We'll speed read this because it's kind of long, but it's got a lot of artwork in it. I was an aspiring comic book artist, I guess. So we have Sonic. In the intro, Sonic is running back to the house where Mario and Sonic live together. This is also because me and my friend, I had a friend growing up who was obsessed with Mario, and I was obsessed with Sonic, so we kind of, you know, latch onto these characters. But yeah, so there's Sonic running in. He goes skirt, and Mario's like, oh boy. The foot shot into the next panel. Mario gets covered in dust because Sonic was going so fast. Hey, Mario. I got the groceries, and they're on fire, obviously. Oh, look, there's a Pinta from Super Mario Sunshine. And, oops, look at look at that. The drawing of the disintegrated bag. It's great. It's like, there's comedy in this, right? Hey, Mario, I got the groceries. Oops. And he shows it on the ground. Next time, I get the groceries. So I had this problem where I would draw the bubbles before I wrote the text. And so I always had to cram the text in the bubbles. It's good. Thank you. I'm so proud of this artwork. Thank you. Look at the Sonic head. See, he looks good there. Mario and Sonic residence. Let's just go have a chili dog. Fine. Later. So look, Sonic is on a grind rail. I don't know what. He's like a hamster. He's gaming. Give me a break, Mario. You don't have to get so mad. I mean, last time, I only blew up the vac. That's what's happening there. He's being cut off. I remember this shit. This is crazy to me. He's like, yeah, I only blew up the vacuum last time I was doing chores. Because Mario and Sonic are roommates in this universe. So boom, their apartment explodes. Mario's head gets stuck in the TV. Sonic says, that didn't feel good. The ring is destroyed. Look at everything. Oh, there's a plane in the window. It says Le Plane. Amazing. So Mario pulls his head out of the TV. You're telling me. And then look, so through the wreckage, we see a blasted wall. Who are they? No idea. Here it is. Enter me, my friend. You will know us soon enough. Why don't you let us know you now? Good point. We challenge you to a duel. Not to scare you guys, but we're not going to hold back. You blew up our house. And he says, good. And it says, go to next page for a big drawing. All right. And here we have the next page. Also, this is like a real comic book because I had a letterer, you see. My friend, he was the one doing the text. Okay, but here's the big drawing. Ready? Boom! Bring it on. There's me and him. I got a gun. I got 2 guns, and he has a katana. And then Sonic and Mario. Fire Mario, Supersonic. We're bringing it. They dash towards each other. They're about to have an epic fight, and then, will you sign our weapons? And then he stops. It's covering Mario in ashes again. Oh boy. Let me get this straight. So you blew up our house, challenged us to a duel, ruined the TV, and the grind circle. Also, this silhouette, this Sonic looks really good here. I like that. And the grind rail. And then here's the next page. Wait, huh? Oh, wait, it's on the other side. And you only want our autographs? Yeah. Mario is tripping. He falls and passes out, and he says, I'm fine. Crap, is he okay? Oh, this is so terrible. But yeah, so that's the end of that. I never finished that drawing, or that comic, sadly. But it's a pretty epic legacy. Now we have, What Would Happen If I Wrestled a Tiger by Tom. There's me saying, yo. Also, I like how none of these drawings look like me at all. I didn't know how to draw curly hair. So look, the tiger. This is for Marquez, apparently. You're going down. And then the tiger saying, grr. And then stage, the stage, the death cage. Dun, dun, dun. Scary music plays. Fight. The tiger jumps at me. I'm like, what the? He slashes my chest. A nuke goes off in my head. That was my favorite shirt. And if you see what's happening here, it's zooming in on the glasses and showing the tiger in the reflection of the glasses. Pretty sweet. And then, oh, see? So many unfinished comics. I charge up and I'm about to falcon punch this fucking tiger, but I never did. Leave it up to your imagination what happened. The tiger got obliterated. More comics. We'll skip that one. Here's a Sonic comic. You ready for this? The Sonic comic one. I did a reboot with that last that last one. There's a dinosaur saying raw. Oh boy. Well, as you can probably guess, I'm gonna have to fight you now. The dinosaur's stupid. You see he's got a pea brain. Let's rock! That was based off Sonic Heroes, I think. Let's rock! Dumb dino. Totally spacin'. That's what I was trying to say. Totally spacin'. Spelled horribly. The theme of horrible spelling. Here goes Sonic. Huh! He jumps up and gets slapped. Slams into the wall. Time to get serious. Aw, yeah. He puts on some Sonic shades. Let's do this. He jumps on the foot, gets flung by the tiger, or by the dinosaur. His glasses fall off. Well, this is inconvenient. He's being blasted up. Boom! He hits the chin. At least I'm gonna get to the top faster. Also, I didn't understand paneling. Obviously, there's Sonic falling and dying, but once again, unfinished. Tragic. Tragic, tragic, tragic. All right, enough with the comics. We want some real drawings. So here's a couple semi-related ones. Boom. This is a drawing my friend did. Apparently, this is what I looked like in 2000, I don't know, 14, 15? But this was us. Nike and Adidas drip. We came to fuck bitches. Nice. I haven't changed. This is something I drew a couple years ago for Inktober, but I never finished it. Yeah, this is kind of, I need to, I think my stack isn't, I have to go grab a different stack. I'm running out of childhood drawings. It's just getting into old drawings. Let's see what else we got. Oh, wait. All right, one sec. I'm breaking the immersion. Oh, you see the portal. It's opening. I'm gonna escape. Goodbye. Just kidding. I'll be right back. Okay. Close the portal. Wow, 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 wow. Boom. The portal is closed. Oop, wait, partially. There it is. Okay. So this is a folder that I have had since kindergarten, I believe. And let's see what's in it. I cut out, this is from the Sonic Mega Collection, the manual. I cut that out of it because I thought it was cool. So check this out. On the inside, we have a drawing of Tails. Not bad. And Knuckles. And I'm pretty sure I did these based off of figures I had at the time. Which I still only have the Sonic one, which is so sad. Because I remember that I had a Shadow one and I had a Knuckles one. I should probably look through this before I show it on camera. But yeah. So I think, you know what? I gotta give myself some credit. I'm a good artist. I've been drawing Sonic ever since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog artist, as you might say. Some of the kids might call me a Sonic the Hedgehog artist. But yeah, I think that might be it, actually. Here's an old drawing. We could just get into some old drawings, not even childhood. Because I did draw that. Check that out. That's obviously Genji from Overwatch. I was so proud of this drawing when I did it. There's that one too. Oni Genji, the best Overwatch skin ever made. His legs are too short, but whatever. Check this out. I made this. 1 jewel pod contains as much nicotine as 1 of cigarettes. Yeah, there's a lot of old stuff in here. Not old enough that... Oh, wait. Here we go. We're getting something. I'm sorry. This right here. Dang it. Where is it? This is an epic drawing, alright? Boom. Chaos Control. You remember that from Sonic Adventure 2, baby? Sonic and Shadow. They use Chaos Control and they blow away the Ark. Amazing. Well, I mean, I guess you can tell I'm a pretty big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I kind of like drawing him quite a bit. So, I think we are completely out of the drawings I was planning on showing. I think that was a pretty good showing. And I think we can end on this. This isn't old at all. This is pretty recent. This is maybe a year or two old. This is an oil, or a watercolor painting I did. Boom. Pretty sweet. Let's try and unfold it. Yeah, check that out. Well, as you guys can tell, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I think this is a pretty sweet painting. I think the colors look really good. I probably should have erased the, the sketch work, but anything else quirky and silly and funny I want to show over here? Nah, I was talking about those one like obstacle course drawings a minute ago, but I can't find any of them. But yeah, I think that's it. Hell yeah, I really enjoyed going through those. I think it's interesting to me that my tastes haven't changed. I still like drawing the same stuff. I just incorporate, I don't know, new information, I guess. I was thinking about maybe drawing something to end the stream. I feel like I should do that. I'm trying to think. What should I draw? Also, where is some paper? Okay. You know what? Oh, okay. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to recreate one of my childhood drawings right now. We'll pick something simple. And we'll draw it. So, let's see. Not that, not that, not that. We need something not too crazy, you know? Something a little simpler. Kinda wanna draw Sonic, to be honest with you. So maybe I should redraw, like, a panel from one of these or something. One of these or something. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll bring up the oldest drawing of Sonic. Here it is, Sonic the Hedgehog. And now, let me grab a piece of paper. Okay. Shit, let me make sure. Oh, yep. All right. Okay. Here's my one of my sketchbooks. You guys want to see some good drawings? I'm trying to close my portal once again, you see. Boom. Here's a couple of recent drawings if you want to check these out. Let's see. We got some good ones in here. Check that out. Kind of weird. I was really into drawing Spider-Man at the when I got this sketchbook. Some anatomy practicing. Pretty cool. Let's draw from like a Jazza video, I think. Draw with Jazza. Here we get into my Dragon Ball Z phase. Now my Dragon Ball Z phase and my Sonic phase have persisted because I still draw these characters. Here we got Trunks and Gohan, excuse me. So that's sacrilegious. I can't believe I called him Goten. There's a better look. Not bad. This is right when I started drawing Dragon Ball, so pretty good. I drew this drawing actually, which is an anatomically bad drawing from Toyotaro, but I still copied it because I thought it looked cool. There's that. A bunch of random Vegetas and Gogeta in the middle. We got, ooh, I was doing something with some perspective here, you see? We got Gogeta, or excuse me, I guess this is just probably Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Pretty sweet. I actually like this one. I think the fists look pretty good. Oh, here we go. We got a Sonic page. Classic. Come on, look at that. Boom. Love drawing Sonic. These are all reference, but you know, still. Drawing my boy. This is a custom Dragon Ball character. This looks horrible, but these two look okay. I think, honestly, I wrote too big on this one, but I think the hair proportions look better than there. Either way, I made this character in Xenoverse, and I was trying to draw it. Here, come on, this is epic. You know what? Here we go. We'll end it on this. There it is, folks. This is how far my love and appreciation for Sonic has come. I'm really... Oh, here we go. We got Bulma and Shadow and Sonic. Pretty sick. There's one of my friends as a Dragon Ball character. Ooh, don't look at that. There's me and my girlfriend Deja as Animal Crossing characters with Majin Vegeta evilly in the background. Another friend as a Dragon Ball character drawing. Bro, look at this. This is a good-ass drawing. This is copied from a reference. Oh, that's offensive. I didn't draw that, I swear. And there's Goku. But yeah. Bada bing. Bada boom, baby. Also, I didn't realize how ugly baby Trunks is here. But boom. So thank you everyone for checking out the stream. If you're watching this as a video, thank you so much for watching. Come on, I'm a YouTuber. You gotta hit the like button. You gotta subscribe. You gotta ding the bell, baby. Okay, do all that because this is a fun stream and a fun video. And guess what? We're going to be doing more and more coming up, so stay tuned. I'm not canceled. You can't do that to me. I'm unaccountable. The screenshot is fake. It's photoshopped. I'm going to call the police on you. You can't rebuttal. Okay, everyone. Love you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.